You don't have to be angry while stating the facts. The facts are, when I left, I had gone on to trucking. I had taken on different series of jobs. And with each job, the doors were closing. I would have a job, I would be working at this job, and then all of a sudden there was a problem. My performance was the same. Nothing changed on my behalf. But when you have an aunt who might come to the job and start telling different stories, the whole plan was for me to go back to the family so that they would be able to take the money, the inheritances, and state that I was with them, that I was still communicating with them, that I was really there with them. The only problem is that when you see a lot of confusion, when you see the breakdown of communication, when you see people behaving badly, you don't co-sign on that. And I refused to co-sign on it. Instead, I went ahead and I applied for another job with a lot of doors closing because of people from my family coming to those jobs and making it very uncomfortable. Then I was faced with another position. You see, when you work with children, you have to look at safety. Safety is always first. I'm not going to put children in a position where it would be compromised. So then you have an ex who decides that he wants to try to communicate and try to have you change your mind or have you change your wording. You see, because everyone knows what's going on. Certain people, the authorities, if they don't know what's going on, that presents a problem. You see, so then people start acting as though you're not sane. And they say, well, she just doesn't even have a job. She doesn't have this, she doesn't have that. Again, the point was to make me crazy, to make me feel uncomfortable, to make me beg for mercy. I will not do that. If you knew who my mother was, you would know that you will make all sorts of different compromises before you decide to give in to people who are not in their right state of mind themselves. You see, because with all the harsh realities that were going on, people make decisions where they feel that it's right, whether it be mistreating children, whether it be mistreating each other, and they want you to co-sign on that type of behavior. No, we don't do that here. So if that means that I have to compromise by living the right way, by making the better decisions for me until the authorities figure it out, then that might be something that I might have to do. But I refuse to come back to people who are not living in a sane way by compromising other people's lives by making the choices that they make. You see, if I make a mistake, it falls on me. If I do something wrong, it falls on me. But I refuse to have other people play party to that. So if the family, my father's side, decides that they want to do certain things to try to bully a person to come back, that's not going to work for me. You see, I remember even when I worked at a car dealership, and I almost slammed my hand in the trunk because I was trying to be cool. That might not have been a good choice to make, but I did that. And I did that because I was trying to be cool. Sanity, I'm sane. And when I say that I'm sane, I'm making the right choices that work best for me. But at the same time, if people choose to try to make you look like you're not sane, or they make you look like a bad person so that they can take an inheritance that belongs to you, well, the authorities will figure that out. And they will also probably hear this recording. Outside of someone who has been compromising my channel as well. They paid someone to compromise my channel. So you see my facial expressions, you'll see certain things have been compromised where you don't get the full message, or my words might be slurred. All sorts of things that they will do. But see, when you take my money and pay someone to do something against me, God definitely has something to say about that. So when we look at the rough reality of how people will make certain choices and they will work against you, that's totally fine, because God will balance it out. You see, people will do what they do, and they might not make the right choices, but they will learn from their mistakes. Have a wonderful day. This is Indigo Mama.